The Yellowstone universe is far from over. After the massive success of 1883 and 1923, Taylor Sheridan is back at it again, this time with 1944, a brand new spin-off set just 1 year before the end of World War II. Now, I know some of you are still heartbroken over Alex's death, so your hype for 1944 might be on the lower side. But me? I'm a sucker for prequels, and I can't help but get excited thinking about where this story could go, and I know I'm not alone. So let's break it down and see what this new chapter might bring. First off, 1944 picks up 21 years after the events of 1923, which means Spencer and Alex's child, John II, would now be in his early 20s, assuming he survived. That alone sets the stage for him to be the heart of the series, possibly alongside a new love interest. This era brings us even closer to understanding how John III, Kevin Costner's character, came to be the man we know. But here's the thing. Given that Spencer's baby was premature, his survival is questionable. And we all know that he had another son from a widow he never married to. So could that child be the true father of John III? It's not too far-fetched if you think about it. Thanks to Elsa's narration from 1883, we know Spencer lives until 1969. He dies at Alex's grave, so at least his life isn't at stake in 1944, and honestly, that's kind of a flex. It gives us a sense of stability in an otherwise uncertain world, but it also raises questions about who's really left on the Dutton Ranch at this point. As far as we know, Spencer and his children would be the only Duttons still on the ranch. With no matriarch in sight, things might feel a little off balance. But this is the Dutton family. We need a matriarch, otherwise it would be just boring, you know? And the only possible candidate I see is Elizabeth. Now, I don't think Spencer and Elizabeth will ever have a romantic relationship. That's just wrong. Instead, I picture them stepping into more of a parental or guiding role for the next generation. Wouldn't it be nice to see Elizabeth stepping up as a wise matriarch? Then again, we all know that Elizabeth isn't exactly a ranch woman, so why would she return after Jack's death? Maybe things back in Boston have become unbearable. Or maybe her son wants to reconnect with the place his father came from. If she and her son returns, could her son be the father of John III? Honestly, that's the only family tree explanation that makes sense to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And then, of course, there's Tiana. There's no way they told her story in 1823 just to drop it. Her arc was one of the most powerful and emotionally resonant storylines in the entire franchise. By the end of 1923, she had finally escaped, but her family was gone, her home destroyed, and she was left to rebuild her life from scratch. That's why I truly believe her story will continue in 1944. By the way, there's a good chance Tiana might have been pregnant with Pete's child at the end of 1923, which would mean we could see her raising that child in 1944. The continuation of the Rainwater lineage is essential. Tiana is the last of her line, and for that legacy to live on, she needs to have a child, most likely a son, to carry the name forward in this timeline. As of now, there's no official cast list or synopsis, and no trailer has dropped. With the Madison set to release in 2025, it's unlikely 1944 will premiere before 2026. Production hasn't started, and there's still no word on casting or whether scripts are finalized. But trust me, once we get confirmation, I'll be the first to break it down for you. If past trailers in the Yellowstone universe are any indication, we can expect a solid mix of breathtaking landscapes, intense drama, and emotional moments. I'm betting we'll get our first look at the new cast, the rising tensions on the Dutton Ranch, and maybe even how the war impacts the family back home. Imagine Spencer and his sons riding their horses. Imagine Elizabeth sitting on the front porch having a drink. That just feels right. So what do you think about 1944? Do you have any theories? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video.